Coach, he finally feels like Ben arrived in this game. Can you talk about just that outing and all he's been through this year?
Man, if there's a guy that deserves an outing like that, it is him. It is him. I give Ben so much credit. Ben has never stopped working. Obviously, it's not the year he wanted up to this point, right? He's had some good outings and some so-so ones and some not good ones. But, man, if there's ever been a guy that deserves it, it's him. It's just his heart, how much he cares. And our team needed it, and he showed up in a big way. That was awesome.
Yeah. We got to talk about all three aspects coming together. Scott's catching left, having no errors, and then putting up 9 runs tonight.
Yeah, we played a complete game. And on Sunday, before the game at South Carolina, I just really, in some ways, I guess I complimented our team. I just said, hey, it's been a while since we've played a complete game where we pitch, we defend, and we have timely hitting. You know what I mean? It's been a little while. And I go, and we're still in games. And I'm like, guys, that's how good we are. Like, there are times where we haven't done that. But, man, just think when we do that, like, what's going to be the outcome? And we certainly clicked and hit on all 3 phases.
Coach, your teams are no stranger to having those kind of cultural renaissances mid-year, but we got to ask you about the Buzzcats. It's been a few games now. Just what have you seen out of that, and how has it kind of energized the group?
Yeah, those guys, it's been awesome. You know, this team, and I give them a lot of credit. Like, they really care. Like, and there are times where when you care so much and you try so hard, baseball doesn't reward that. Right? The guys that, you know, can play free and just cut loose and have confidence and go for it, that's usually when it goes the best. And that was kind of their way of just like cutting loose. And those Buzzcats, they keep impacting the game. So maybe we'll see. Hopefully I'll show up tomorrow. We'll have a couple more.
You still get a chuckle seeing some of those guys that have to wear the caps.
Oh my God! I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, my cap don't fit anymore. But yeah, that was. I had a good chuckle with Coach Jones, our strength coach, after about Ben. Like, Ben did it, and I was like, that's his way of just cutting loose and going for it. And glad it worked out.
What did that signal anything to you that this kid's in the middle of a season that it's been hard for him? It looks like, but he can still get into what the team is about in that moment.
Yeah, you're right. Jeff, you bring up a great point because, yeah, he could just be like, you know, that I'm not doing that. I don't, you know, that's not for me. And it's just like, no, he's in the middle of it. He wants it. And, yeah, it just tells you everything, to your point, that you need to know about Ben in his heart. Like, he wants to win. And if that means he gets a buzz cut, he'll do it. You know, I might challenge him to cut it shorter. I'm like, hey, it worked good.
I think he was in the 6th inning tonight. We looked up. He's like 68 pitches. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, his pitch counts were great. He had some quick innings and got our defense involved, and that's a really good offense right there. So that worked out good. And, you know, he hadn't thrown in a couple weeks. So we were just like, all right, that's enough. Enough is enough, you know. But what an outing. What an absolute awesome outing.
Have they tried to get you to join the club, the Buzzcats?
Hey, we do have a deal in place for all the coaches. Too early to talk about that, but there is something in place for the coaches to do it, and I'll do it. But they got to hold their end of the bargain.
Hindle said he was worried he would look like a bobblehead with a buzz cut. Do you have a word of affirmation?
Hey, they did an AI version of him, and it looked awesome. We're like, Hindle looks amazing. And I'd be lying if I told you me and Reeves didn't do an AI version of me too. So I already know what it looks like. So I'm ready.
What'd you think about Hindle playing over at first?
Yeah, you know, guys, that's, you know, I was having a great conversation with Coach Madison before the game. And I said, Coach, we were just going through, and I go, hey, just so you know, we're about to play our 5th first baseman today. And he's like, 5? I said, yes. We've played 5 first basemen, 4 catchers. I'm like, it's been unbelievable. We've played 5 right fielders, 4 third basemen, 4 catchers. I mean, I was like, this team is willing to do whatever we ask them to do. And Hindle had a couple of good days of practice at first base. So coachable, did great, and played good. Going to need him to play good again. And I'm excited. Tomorrow we get Huddy back. Huddy will be in the lineup. He's going to DH, so he's been cleared to do that, and I'm excited to get him back in there.
speaking on Ben one more time, can you talk about the timing of this kind of outing when you all needed to kind of get a run going somewhere to stack some more SEC wins?
Yeah, the Lord put it on my heart that we needed to do something different with our rotation. And it was clear that what we had been doing, we're in series, but we're trying to win a series. And, I prayed about it, and I felt that we needed to make a change. And the players were awesome. They're totally up to it. And the coaches were fantastic. We got together. I told them some of my thoughts, and they said what they wanted to do. And we all agreed. And I give the coaching staff a lot of credit. Like, we've held it together. We haven't stopped coaching them. We haven't stopped. And we believe in Ben. Like, there's no question. You guys know that. So he stepped up, and glad it's worked out so far.
I hate to bring the mood down. Obviously, it was a very fun game and a fun win, but a couple scary scenes out there. Do you have an update at all on Taggart or all?
Taggart said he was feeling better. So we're just precautionary, making sure that, whenever you do get something in the head, that was good. Good to see him, recover. And Boone just felt a little, off in his forearm. And, he's had surgery in the past, so we weren't going to take another chance. And so we'll see how he feels tomorrow. And hopefully we'll get good news there. Yeah. Guys, I thought our defense was phenomenal tonight. If you go all the way around the field, guys were incredible. I know you talked about it. Kid and Cloud played great. How about TJ, the ball he caught in center field to lead off the game, the double play he had, the bare hand, we didn't get an out, but Luke's turn on a double play. Hindle at first. Ben Cleaver made 2 great plays coming off the mound. OJ was unbelievable. Guys, he settled the game. I mean, OJ, the way he carried himself in that ball game behind us, he just settled our team and took control of the game. Obviously, our great play by Junior over here. Braxton made a good play on a ball that just kept drifting and drifting and drifting. JT, just all around the field, our defense was phenomenal, and we had an awesome crowd. Thank you to the fans that came out. And it was a little chilly as the game went on, but they stuck around, so thank you. Appreciate you.
Talk about what the job Ben did for you guys on the mound tonight.
Yeah, first off, Ben, he's been working extremely hard to try to get out there and do the things he can do. He was the table setter, and he set the tone for the whole game. He's been controlling himself this whole week, and he's gone about his business differently. And it showed when he went out there. He was attacking the zone, filling it up. He had the attitude. It's really good. And it set the table for all of us.
You talk about the timing of when that outing came. It seemed like just the perfect time when you all need to kind of string together wins as you run out of games.
Yeah, it's perfect. We need him. We need him to be great. He's a vocal leader, also a physical leader on this team. He's been here for 3 years with me as well. So it's really important for him to get out there and do well. And I couldn't think of a better time for him to figure it out, like you said.
Can you talk about the defense tonight? Scott's playing left and then no errors across the board. Can you just talk about your overall team performance on the defensive end?
Yeah, no, that was incredible. One of the things we've been talking about is we haven't consecutively had offense, defense, and pitching go well at the same time. And today it all went together really well, and especially everyone filled their positions well, and we can do that. We can just swarm teams and just never let them score.
Do you think the haircut might have made a difference for Ben at all?
I don't know. I'm thinking so. Jason, Caden, they got the haircuts. They both hit bombs. Ben, so I don't know. Maybe I have to do this soon. I don't know. Thinking about it.
You had a couple of good swings
on
the ball tonight. Talk to us about the home run, first of all.
Yeah, I was pretty frustrated with my first at-bat. Just we had runners in scoring position, kind of started the chase. So I kind of just made some adjustments off that bat, not letting it affect me, and I was able to get up there and kind of follow my approach, and it worked out.
For your team, I think you go back a few weeks, it would have been forgiven if a fan didn't know who Braxton Van Cleve was. Now he's hit a couple of bombs. What has it been like to see him kind of come into his own and really become a key piece of this team?
It's been amazing. Brax is one of my favorite people on this team, especially he's a freshman too. And ever since he got here, he's kind of always fit in as the team personality, and he's worked his butt off. He's been working super hard through the fall, through the spring, and he's got his moments, and he's taking advantage of them, and he's a very good player, and we'll see that for a long time.
What was it like playing first tonight?
It was fun. Yeah, I really like it over there. Kind of got the word of that a few days ago, and I was like, let's do it. Let's have fun. And shout out to Hudson Brown. He's been obviously not playing a little bit, and he was before the game helping me out a ton out there and just teaching me the ropes at first. So shout out to him for that.
Had you ever been there in your playing career?
That's a question I got asked earlier, and I still can't think of a time. I have for fun, just in practice and stuff, but the last game, it might date me back to high school sometime.
You're one of the leaders on this team. You talk about kind of the Buzz Cats and how it came to be and what's been your perspective of that whole situation.
I mean, I love it. I think it's fun. I mean, we like to get weird. I like a little change. It's really cool. How it came to be, I don't exactly know who started it. Just someone was getting a buzz cut in one of the hotel rooms, and we were just like, let's do it. Some of the guys hopped in, and we love it, and it's working. So that's really cool.
Tell them why you are not a charter member of the Buzz.
My head is really large. I have a large plus size head. I'll admit, I'll say it, and I'm really worried that I'll look like a bobblehead if I get so. But hey, took some AI pictures of me with a buzz cut. Didn't look too bad, so we'll see. Good?
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.